Hey guys, how's it going? I'm TheYellowKazoo, and I recently beat Breath of the Wild. Today I just want to give some of my impressions of the game. I did have a pretty enjoyable experience playing it, but there were some things I also did not like. First, I'll go over what I did like. I really liked the gameplay in Breath of the Wild. I feel like they had a really balanced combat system, except maybe in the beginning I did kind of feel like enemies just annihilated Link, but I guess that just forces you to strategize to defeat enemies in a more creative way than just running up and spamming the Y button. Because if you do that, you'll get wrecked. Later in the game, though, when you have a lot of hearts, you pretty much can do that, kind of to an extent. You just have to keep some food around and then heal, but yeah. I also really enjoyed the mechanic of taming your horse. I thought it was really satisfying to see Link's horse finally reach max bond and be rewarded for that by having the opportunity to change its mane and tail decorations. I thought that was so fun, having lots of different mane and tail decorations. That was cool. This also allowed Link's horse to follow the set paths so you could just look around and enjoy the scenery instead of having to worry about directing your horse. Which brings me to my next point, the graphics. Oh my gosh, this game is gorgeous. I just love the art style and I think it's so pretty. I also thought it was cool how they gave Zelda some more character development than she's had before, making her more relatable as a character. There are more than 70 side quests, which I thought were all very fun and provided interesting challenges. My favorite side quest was the Tari Town one because it incorporated someone from each race. It had a lot of different elements. It was really involved and it took a while. And I felt like there was a big payoff at the end for all of your hard work with Hudson and Ronson's wedding. I also absolutely love how it provides a cutscene and not just a rupee with text or like a piece of armor or whatever. And now kind of moving into what I didn't like as much. The game has pretty nice music. I mean, it's good. I like it. But I didn't think that it was quite as epic as other Zeldas. There are actually a lot of elements in Breath of the Wild that don't seem like a traditional Zelda, obviously, which could be viewed as a good or bad thing. I personally think of it more as its own game than as a game in the Zelda series, which doesn't really make that much sense. But it just doesn't seem like it to me, really. The shrines are another one of those elements that I was talking about earlier. I actually did like how shrines were just kind of bite-sized puzzles or mini little boss fights, and how you could just do one or two and then go back outside and explore. That's one part about traditional Zeldas that I don't always love. Sometimes I'll find myself in a dungeon trying to figure things out, but I'll be like, oh man, I wish I was back outside and I could go, explore Hyrule Field or, Outside Island or wherever. I guess what I'm trying to say is that sometimes I get a bit bored doing large dungeons all at once. Yes, I know you could just go back outside and come back in later, but sometimes it's just a pain to have to go all the way back to find your place again. My next point might seem kind of silly to some of you. I have a problem with the fact that Link has to pray to a statue in order to obtain a heart container or stamina vessel. Yes, I know it's a game and it's not real, but I still kind of felt bad when Link performed this action. For those of you who may not know, I'm a Christian and part of my faith is the belief that there is one God. Now, because of this, I don't know if I'll ever be able to play a future Zelda title, and I don't think they're going to remove this feature because it seems like it's become kind of integral to the series, what with the golden goddesses and whatnot. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but it did bother me. Also, I want to end by talking about the ending. There you go. I really loved the cutscene where all the champions are using their divine beasts to beat Ganon back a little, like take him down to like 50% health. But I thought the fights were a little too easy, especially Beast Ganon. He like barely did anything while Link shot at him with the bow of light. At first I was really underwhelmed by what was supposedly the true ending, but after thinking about it more, I realized that the ending must be a direct starting point for the DLC this winter. I thought it was odd they would be mentioning a specific character at the end instead of doing kind of like a summary that wraps things up, but that's when I realized they aren't wrapping things up at all. They're preparing for the Champions Ballad DLC, which looks like Zelda will be going around to each village and speaking with champion descendants. Or I guess in Mipha's case, her family member. Also, I cannot believe I forgot to mention my main bird bae, Cass. He's like the best character in the whole game. I love Cass so much. Forget, Link and all the other ones. Cass. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, leave a comment, and definitely consider subscribing so you don't miss any future content. I've got some great videos coming up that you won't want to miss. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye!